Hi Lily, here's the video I promised to help with Elevate 1, which you should be able to find if you go on the Supersonics app. Okay, the first thing to say is that you're going to get used to your hand moving like this. So I've got middle C here, and the left hand, if you've got the music up in front of you, you'll see that the left hand is going to start an octave lower than middle C. And it's going to move between the fifth finger and the thumb to start with. And I want you to just get used to rocking the hand backwards and forwards. So if you look at that first piece of music, the first bar is going to go T, 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 T. Okay, so there's two lots of T, 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 T's. And it starts with the little finger. And as you go up to the bars towards the end of that line, you can see that the thumb is always going to stay on the same note. And in that first bar, we've got the little finger playing. Second bar, the fourth finger, then the third, and then the second. So this is what that sounds like. But what I really want you to get used to in this piece is moving the arm. It's a little bit like you're turning a doorknob. It's that kind of movement. Or if you imagine that you're holding if you hold your arm here, then it's kind of like your arm is moving around like an oar on a boat. Yeah, so we've got to get that movement, and that's really important to get that flexibility. So that's going to sound like this. To the C. You'll notice that I'm not using my elbow out or anything like that. It's nicely tucked in, and it's just a movement of the arm from the elbow, just twisting like that. Now in the second line, the right hand joins in. So it might be a good idea just to try that right hand first, and you'll notice that the right hand is coming back to the C. And that C, middle C, is always staying the same here. And the right hand is going through these notes. So it's kind of going to do. For the second line, we've got those two hands together. So they're going to move in towards the thumbs and out towards the little finger, fourth, third and second, like this. Okay, so then you can see that in the third line, the right hand is just playing long notes, while the left hand carries on that same pattern. Okay, so that's the third line. On the fourth line, you'll notice that there's a little 8 above the stave, and that means that the right hand's going to travel up here. So the right hand, again, is just sustaining those notes as it was in the third line, just up the octave. Now for the next bit, from bar 17 on page 2, the right hand is going to stay up there, and it's going to do that bit again like in line 2, but up the octave. Sorry. Okay, and then you'll notice from bar 21 there's a 15 above the stave rather than an 8. That means this hand is going to go up another octave. You might not be able to see that on the video now, but now for the from bar 25 in the third line down on page 2, the right hand is going to stay up at that octave, and we're just going to get these nice. And then from bar 29, there's an 8, so it's coming down the octave. And we've got chords, those chords in the left hand, again, as they were in the last line, but this time accompanied by right hand comes down at bar 33. And so on. Bar 37, the last line, it's going to go back up and it's going to finish the piece. The same as from bar 29, with a slight difference at the end. So we're going to look at those last two bars. So it's bar 40 and 41, which is going to be different slightly. So we've got what's happening here in the right hand. Okay, so I'm just going to do that again. You can see that on the music with the left hand. So I'm just going to play the whole thing now so you can get an idea. You'll notice once you've sussed this piece out, which I imagine you'll do quite quickly, you can see at the beginning it says hold the pedal down for the entire piece. So that's what I'm now going to do. Here we go. Now the other thing that's really fun with this piece is if you go on the Supersonics app, you will find an accompaniment, and it's great fun playing along to the accompaniment. You can see how fast you can get it. It's very, very fast on there, but you can bring the speed down so that you can join in to begin with, probably about 80%, I would say. Okay, there you go. See you again. Bye.